Well, it's all about relationships, and right now there is a push to improve police and community relations here in Baltimore.
The city and Department of Justice entered into an agreement back in April of 2017. It was called the Consent Decree. Federal officials learned officers violated the Constitution for decades through its policing, most notably through the Gun Trace Task Force scandal. Now the department is working to reform itself. WMAR 2 News' Eddie Kadam was at a public forum tonight to hear how people in the community feel about the police department's efforts.
Everything needed to be improved on.
This room full of people from West Baltimore with questions. Their concerns date back to before the riots and uprising that started after Freddie Gray died from an arrest around the corner in Gilmore Homes.
Building trust that's been diminished for 50 years. So the initial step in a trust building process is relationship building.
Hope Crosby says she will always remember the way police treated her and her family when she watched her nephew take his last breaths after a shooting in 2016.
I'm a nurse. Let me go see, can I help him? And I'm told, get the F bag, then I'm put in handcuffs. My nephew is arrested, and it's just the way when police come on the scene. I understand they have to secure the scene, but how you talk to the family of the victims, it's terrible, and I believe they need to be trained on that.
A community policing plan was just released, focused on training all officers to serve as community officers. The heads of departments will oversee the progress of connections built, offering incentives to officers who form good community interaction. Crosby realizes police have a job to do. Her issue is with the way they do it in her community.
Well, when your child is laying in the street bleeding and hurt, you don't worry about none of that. You just want to make sure your child gets the help and want your child to know that you're there.
Leroy Wilson says people need to hold themselves accountable for the senseless crime. He also recognizes that a lack of trust in police makes it harder to clean up the streets and build a community everyone wants.
It's not an easy solution. It didn't get this way easy, but we have to be honest. You know what I mean? Sometimes the truth hurts, but once you get past the pain, and you can just start dealing with what you do for solutions.
In West Baltimore, Eddie Kadam, WMAR 2 News.
Now tomorrow, the Consent Decree Implementation Unit will present their progress before the federal judge that is overseeing the decree process.